You might not be one of the people that believes it, but the Bundesliga is one of the best leagues to watch in world football at the moment. I'm going to just go through a few reasons why and say you should probably watch a bit more of the Bundesliga. I do for work, and it's great fun. First up is fan involvement. Fan involvement in football is absolutely colossal. It plays a significant part in just enjoyment of the game. It means there's a connection to the local area still, and I think that's absolutely huge. In Germany, there's the 50% plus one rule where a club can't be more than half owned by an individual or a company. That means that clubs remain sort of accountable to the fans and aren't just going to draft off in weird directions completely against the wishes of the fans. Look at the European Super League. Bundesliga clubs sort of stayed away from it because the fans hated it. It just makes sense. In addition to that, there is also significant ultra involvement because they know that their involvement in the club means something. It's not just, I support this club, but that doesn't have a tangible impact on the pitch like you see with Manchester City, Manchester United, where they've got a single owner that they don't have any influence over. Ultras actually have some say, and I think that's really important. Number two is title races. Although you look at it from the outside, Bayern look dominant. They win title after title after title after title, and I'm sure for an outsider that looks somewhat boring, but when you dive into it in a little bit more detail, there's something really intriguing to it. Title races can be incredibly tight from year to year. So last season, Borussia Dortmund took it down to the last day and managed to somehow choke it. This season, Bayern Leverkusen are pushing them as far as they can. I'm just going to quickly check the league table there at the moment now, because I know it's ridiculously close, but I can't quite remember the specific numbers. Bayern Munich have a game in hand, but Leverkusen are 4 points clear. That's another example of another team that is managing to push them a little bit harder this time. Florian Wirtz is a fundamental part of that, and that's why we won't see him move in January, because Leverkusen can reasonably take the title off Bayern this season. Leverkusen are the ones to watch this time, but if you're happy to be flexible with your choice in club and just don't want Bayern to win, there's always someone to back. Number three is visibility of top talent. Top talents in world football come from absolutely anywhere, and that is also true of the Bundesliga. Thing is, other clubs, such as those in La Liga and the Premier League, tend to grab the best of the Bundesliga and help to grow them. Watching the Bundesliga is the way that you can sort of flex your knowledge of world football. Previously, Christopher Nkunku and Jude Bellingham moved from the Bundesliga to big clubs. Bellingham is currently ripping it up in La Liga, and Nkunku, although he's not been fit, is going to be huge for Chelsea, I'm sure. So if you're able to watch a little bit more Bundesliga football, you can sort of click in with it and go, this player's really good. He's moving to the Premier League. Tip for my fantasy league team. Very nice. Right now, Florian Wirtz and I think Karim Adeyemi are ones to watch because they have a hell of a lot of potential and are going to continue to grow year on year. Adeyemi's had a relatively quiet year, but that's completely fine because those are going to happen to anyone. Wirtz, however, has been on absolute fire. Finally, it's easy enough to watch. One of the biggest problems with watching English football at the moment is you can't broadcast 3 p.m. kickoffs legally. All of the football is behind a paywall, except if you watch Match of the Day for just the highlights, or some FA Cup matches, or the Women's Premier League, but not many people really watch the Women's Super League that often, so it's a bit of a shame. It's quite the opposite. Sky Sports, for example, in the UK will show the Bundesliga for free on YouTube. If you're in Germany, I think it's on DAZN, and that's significantly cheaper than a Sky Sports, subscription. And yeah, for someone in the UK, it's weird that it's easier to watch the Bundesliga than it is to watch English football because it's for free on YouTube. It's there, it's accessible. Weird. So if you're looking for top tier football to watch somewhere in the world, give the Bundesliga a look. This has been a very weird video, but it's because I just sort of had this idea and I thought I'd roll with it and sort of present it to anyone that might be interested. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you later.